Who do you think was the world's first true scientist? Not a philosopher, not a thinker, but someone who built a lab, ran experiments, and wrote down his findings? Names like Newton or Galileo might come to mind, but what if I told you the real pioneer lived 1,000 years before them? Today, we're uncovering the story of Jabir Ibn Hayyan, the man often called the father of chemistry. Born in 721 AD in Kufa, Iraq, Jabir lived in an era where science was tangled with magic and superstition. People believed you could turn lead into gold through mystical means, a practice known as alchemy. But Jabir was different. He had a radical idea, a statement that would change the course of human knowledge forever. He declared that science without experiment is just guesswork. This wasn't just a catchy phrase, it was a new philosophy. To put his philosophy into action, Jabir created something revolutionary, the world's first proper chemical laboratory. This wasn't just a room with a few pots and pans. He designed and built specialized equipment and even established safety protocols. He understood that to truly understand the world, you had to interact with it, test it, and measure the results safely and systematically. Inside this lab, Jabir pioneered processes we still use every single day in modern chemistry. He invented distillation, creating a device called the alembic to purify liquids. He perfected crystallization to separate solids, and he developed methods for filtration and evaporation. Think about it, these are the fundamental building blocks of chemical engineering, and he was laying the groundwork over 1,300 years ago. He even discovered how to prepare acids like hydrochloric, sulfuric, and nitric acid, which are essential in countless industries today. But Jabir wasn't just a practical chemist. He was also a brilliant theorist. He was the first to formalize what we now call the scientific method. The cycle of creating a hypothesis, designing an experiment to test it, carefully observing the results, and drawing a conclusion, this systematic approach was Jabir's gift to the world. He single-handedly began the transformation of alchemy, the mystical art, into chemistry, the rigorous science. His influence didn't stop at chemistry. Jabir was a true polymath, making significant contributions to medicine, astronomy, physics, and philosophy. He was incredibly prolific, writing over 3,000 books and treatises. His work was so foundational that for centuries, his books were standard textbooks in European universities. They were translated into Latin and studied by the very scientists we often credit with the dawn of modern science. Great minds like Robert Boyle, who was also known as a father of chemistry in the West, and even Sir Isaac Newton held Jabir's work in high regard, frequently referencing his findings. They stood on the shoulders of this giant from the Islamic Golden Age. Jabir Ibn Hayyan wasn't just a scientist. He was the architect of modern experimental science. He taught the world how to ask questions and, more importantly, how to find the answers not in ancient texts or superstitions, but through hands-on, empirical evidence. So the next time you see a laboratory or hear about a scientific breakthrough, remember the man who started it all, Jabir Ibn Hayyan, the true father of the lab. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of the hidden figures who shaped our world.